I just chopped this apart. Not straight or anything. That's your center back seam from the bottom of your zipper down. See, I need it. Everything the same.
Sorry.
I just don't want to burn it. So when you start the dress, so your back seam first, before you put the dress together, you put your zipper in first, right?
Nope.
Before you put your dress together?
No.
Why would you? And then you try to put it in when it's all together?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what the pattern instructions say.
that's too hard.
Okay. That's why I'm here, asking you
So-
questions.
So if you press the seam open where your zipper is going to go, like this, you know, the width of your thing, I didn't cut this straight, but just the width of your seam. So this is up to your neck.
Yep.
So this is where your zipper is going to go in. So let's pick a stupid color zipper. Of course, if you're putting in an 18-inch zipper, you mark and put it down to there or whatever. But this, we're going to cut a little of this top off just to make the zipper fit now, so I don't have to sew anything else shut. So this is not what you'd do if you were making a garment, but I just want to show you how to sew it in. So say you're putting in an 18-inch zipper, you know, you make sure there'll be a notch and you sew from there. And then it's always good to put on a zipper foot. And you can start these even. So, let's find a zipper foot.
Let's find it.
It's in one of these boxes.
That's not it.
Huh? Yeah. This is it. Never looks like it to me because this is weird.
It's wide.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
You put it on whichever side you sew from.
Right.
So, okay. So now, you know your zipper. This is how I do it. So you know you want to bring your zipper to there. So you start your zipper. Figure out about how far you want to come over. I don't pin anything. You can pin it if you'd like.
Sorry.
I set my zipper in at about the depth I want it because I want to cover this and this. Wait a minute. isn't it? Oh, there we go. And I'm starting it with my zipper open because you can't pass your head of your zipper that well. But put your thing down in, and then I bring this up. And this is just how I do them. So you have your two backs sewn together.
Mm-hmm.
So, or your waist of your dress,
Mm-hmm.
the skirt and the back, and then the skirt and the back, and then sew the center seam down. Now, by this side of the zipper here, I can see how far over I was up there. So so when I look under, I can see how far over my zipper is, but I can tell by here.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guide. And then you just run a straight line down, about the same width out, and this will run along your zipper teeth. And I just keep doing this the same. Like this. And like this. Now you can pin all this if you'd like, but I'm too lazy. And if I was doing this with something important, and I want to make sure I'm past the end of my zipper so I don't hit it with my needle. And just bring it over until you're onto your other side. And you're going to start up here. Right at the edge. And bring this almost into your teeth. Not quite. Run your edge.
Do you always do a lap zipper for a dress?
Well, you know, I don't always, but I like them because unlike most people, the new zippers that you see, I hate that. If you run a lap zipper, if you don't and you run it center,
Yeah.
you got to be really careful that you're really in the center. You got to make sure you actually should baste this together.
Oh.
And then put it in and then take your basting out. If you don't, you're going to overlap it too far or you're not going to lap it enough. And then it's not nice. So if you're going to do one center, put your machine on the basting stitch. See, then when I get up here to my doodad up here, I bring it down so I don't have to pass that zipper head. No, I didn't back, but that's all right. Now, when you come up here, if your top isn't exactly, it's like maybe a 1/16 of an inch. Well, it looks straight across here, and it looks like the zipper is a different length there. But if this happens to not be the same length, then when you sew your facing on, you make sure you sew it on at the right depth,
Yeah.
so it's the same length. But yeah, and that's how you get a zipper to go in, and you see.
Okay.
But that's the easiest way. If you sew this thing all together, now you're in here like this.
Yep.
And you're not able to hold that out flat. You're not, see how I overlapped this far? But you can see my stitching because I used a different color thread so you can. But see, you don't see your zipper all the way down then because you overlapped it enough. But like I say, if you bring it right to the middle, You almost have to use some basting machine stitch, baste it, sew this together up to here, and then baste it from there up. But then when you put your zipper in, you have to make sure your zipper is exactly in the middle of that seam,
Right.
or you have trouble. So I like a zipper like that myself, but it's just a matter of opinion, really.
All right. Thanks,
It's
Cheryl.
not a